Hello students, having completed the explanation of difference between primary and secondary as well as money and capital market, now let us move on to the next topic, that is stock exchange, which is also called the secondary capital market. The Indian stock exchange has been divided in three tier form. The first is regional stock exchange, having 22 regional stock exchanges across India. The second is national stock exchange, and third is over the counter stock exchange. Out of these three categories, BSE and NSE, two exchanges are traded with the most. A stock exchange is any institution which provides a platform for buying and selling of securities. As a market, the stock exchange facilitates the exchange of securities, that is shares, debentures, preference shares, etc., into money and vice versa. This concept we are going to study in the functions of stock exchange again. It helps companies raise finance and provide liquidity and safety of investment to the investors and enhance the creditworthiness of individual company. So here it serves the two purposes. First, to the company's financial needs, and second, companies say brand image or goodwill in the market. So with the ready platform of stock exchange, companies can fulfill its financial needs by floating various securities and also by giving liquidity to the investors, as in they can sell the shares whenever they wish to. Also, the securities of the company which are there on the stock exchange, it is normally believed that the creditworthiness of those companies would generally go up. An active and healthy secondary market in existing securities leads to positive environment among investors. So, according to the Securities Contract Regulation Act 1956, this term of stock exchange has been defined as any body of individuals, whether incorporated or not. It means it can be a private or public limited company, or it can be a sole proprietorship also, constituted for the purpose of assisting, regulating, or controlling the business of buying and selling or dealing in securities. So it is almost very exhaustive and comprehensive definition, which includes not only buying or selling of the securities, but any activity that you conduct related to the shares are included in the Securities Contract Act 1956. Let us see the functions of a stock exchange. See, an efficient functioning of a stock exchange creates a conducive climate for a healthy secondary market for existing as well as growing primary market for new issues. In the process, it performs several functions. So, if any country's stock market or stock exchange and the whole system governing and regulating the exchange is strong, then individual investors can freely and safely invest as well as disinvest from the market, and it also provides one new avenue for the investment apart from the traditional avenues of properties, gold, or bank fixed deposits. So the first function of a stock exchange is providing liquidity and marketability to existing securities. Assume that there is no stock market. So as an individual investor, where will you go to sell the shares that you were allotted in the primary market, that is through IPO? No doubt you have to go to the company itself. So we have to consider many factors like physical distance, time, and energy that you have to spend for it. All these unnecessary expenses are cut short by the stock exchange because it gives the platform to all the investors and the companies so that the transactions are easy, quick, liquid, and marketable, so that you do not have to approach the companies every time you want to sell the shares. And also the companies do not buy so frequently as investor wish to sell. And also, what if the investor does not want to sell to the company, but he or she wishes to sell to the another individual investor? Then if there is no stock exchange, the process of selling and buying the securities would be too lengthy and complicated. The second is pricing. As we know that in the secondary market, the prices are decided by demand and supply forces, while in the primary market, the prices of a security are decided by the management, the company management. So here stock exchange, by providing the platform of buying and selling, would also help in price discovery, right? The price determination through the mechanism of constant valuation provides instant and important information about pricing of securities to buyers and sellers of securities. Third is safety of transaction. All the securities which are traded, cleared and settled within the regulatory framework prescribed by SEBI. So SEBI works as a watchdog to the stock market. So to deal in securities, even the brokers need to take membership of stock exchange. So the legal and regulatory framework of SEBI ensures that investors get a safe and fair deal for their securities in the capital market. Fourth is contributes to economic growth. The stock exchange provides investors the opportunity to disinvest, means to sell the shares, and reinvest, means to buy the shares in existing securities by selling or purchasing them. The disinvestment and reinvestment, the continuous cycle of it channelizes the savings into the most productive investment ventures. This contributes towards the capital formation and economic growth. That is the reason sometimes stock indices or stock market is also called the barometer of economic health. Next is spreading of equity cult or culture. Stock exchange provides important information to educate people about the listed companies and various securities available. This ensures better trading practices and regulates new issue to widen the share ownership. The last function of a stock exchange is providing scope for speculation. Not every investor who approaches the stock exchange has a view of long-term investment. Sometimes the investors or the speculators just enter the market to gain the temporary momentum of the share. So the prices of financial securities are determined by the forces of demand and supply. So they may fluctuate from time to time, say minute to minute, second to second, hour to hour. Stock exchange within the provisions of law provides for a restricted and controlled speculation. So it's not like the speculation that we used to have before the introduction of well-regulated market, but it's now a restricted and controlled by SEBI and other authorities, so that the investors can generate profit from fluctuations in security prices. This restricted speculation ensures liquidity and price continuity in the stock market. Now let us see trading procedure on a stock exchange. See, initially the trading of financial instruments on a stock exchange took place through outcry or auction system. You must have seen this in a film like Guru or The Scam. The latest one, the web series issued, broadcast on Harshad Mehta and Ketan Parekh. In that also they show a ring in which the brokers and the sub-brokers or their agents come together and shout out the prices of the shares that they want to buy or sell on behalf of their clients. So that is known as outcry system. But with the advancement in the technology, almost all the stock exchanges have become electronic. So the traditional system of trading has been replaced by the modern electronic trading system. So in this system, the system of all the buying and selling of securities is done through computer terminal. This has brought stock market to the offices of brokers. So here the brokers would act as intermediary between buyer and seller. The broker must have an access to a computer terminal that is connected to the main stock exchange. So every broker will have to take membership of at least one stock exchange, and he would be allowing his client to trade in the shares listed on that stock exchange for which he has taken the membership. This computer in the broker's office constantly matches the orders at their best bid and offer price. So bid price means the price at which a customer or a client would want to buy the share, and the offer price means the price at which the customer of that broker would like to sell the shares he is holding. The transaction is executed when a matching order is found from the counterparty. So you have to place the order on the exchange electronically. Say you want to buy company A's share, say 10 number of shares with rupees 100 each. So this order would be executed only when somebody wants to sell the 10 shares of company A at the prescribed price. That prescribed price would say rupees 100. So that order would be executed when it is matched with the counterparty. That counterparty is another investor who is sitting at any corner of your country, because this online trading system is present pan India. Those orders that are not matched remain on the screen and are open for future matching during the business hours, that is between 9:55 a.m. and 3:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time, Monday to Friday. So these orders are automatically deleted or removed from the system if they do not get any buyer or seller matching with that order before 3:30. And also before 3:30, if you do not wish to order something that you had already ordered, or you want to cancel it, you can do it. So the transactions which are not matched would come to an end automatically at 3:30. In my next video, I will be explaining the advantages of screen based trading or electronic trading system.